Here's a fresh and shining example of a modern triumph of imagination. The Moscow House of Music, one of the most ambitious recent projects with strong official government backing. Construction of the 10-storey music complex with a 2-level basement and total area of more than 40,000 square metres took only 18 months. The glass dome, with a stage placed inside, is the most noticeable, but not the largest part of the ensemble. Architects Yuri Gnedovsky and Vladilen Krasilnikov created the whole complex, featuring the highest hotel in Moscow, the luxurious 29-storey Red Hills. Here we again meet an eclectic combination, a business centre neighbouring a temple of the arts. Such a symbiosis represents the reality of modern Moscow very well. But Gnedovsky has a creative explanation.
The composition is similar to a traditional Russian monastery complex. Here's the wall, and here's another wall near the river. And these two main buildings, look, it's a cathedral and a bell tower.
The House of Music hosts symphony orchestras and opera concerts, so the hall should have brilliant acoustics. But when the building was finished, the acoustics were far from ideal. It was fuel for critical irony. The hall was initially designed without an organ, which appeared in the project later. It was the largest organ in Europe, so when the ceiling was redesigned, the sound problems appeared. The symphony hall is never empty. Orchestras are in almost permanent rehearsal. In a few hours, the giant room will be filled with people enjoying the music, but just now, Gnedovsky is telling us about the architecture.
Modern architecture is a mix of different tendencies in which we can see many trends. We tried to keep the unique spirit of good old Moscow traditions. For example, the color of the chairs is the same as in the Moscow Conservatory. These reminiscences are very important in modern architecture.
Design can't be separated from content. We wanted to create a great Philharmonic hall. For over a century, no one did this in Moscow.
A large dormitory community on the outskirts of Moscow, Mariino. Tens of thousands of people live here. In daylight, the district is deserted, its residents travelling to offices in central Moscow to return in the evening. It's a good place to travel through time, to see the changes that have happened in construction in the past 15 years. Dark and gloomy multi-storey buildings installed chaotically are reminiscent of the 90s. Low investment, low quality, poor town planning. A symbol of those times, ugly metal shells in the courtyards serving as a shelter for cars. 10 years on, futuristic towers placed in strict order, broad modern roads with complicated junctions, a land of hypermarkets and multiplex cinemas. In modern Russia, economic growth led to the creation of giant construction companies capable of building a skyscraper in record time. Money defines style. Not every client cares about design. The words largest and tallest help to make a business plan.